Ugh. Hello, this video is sponsored by Genshin. I'm just kidding. Jesus. Am I gonna get in trouble for that? I hope not. Anyway, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today, we're talking about Genshin Impact, actually. This is not a joke. I know I said I would do Fragile Dreams as my next video, but I decided to put that video on hold, mainly because I had a few issues with how I wanted to present it and how... Basically, I had a bunch of problems with it, and I didn't do it any injustice as to why it's not that big of a deal, really, but that's just how I want to do things. So, I decided to put it on hold and take a break from it and do some other stuff, because I don't want to leave the channel immediately after saying, hey, I'm going to try doing this, and immediately being like, oh, I left. So, yeah, anyway, Genshin Impact. It is a free-to-play, open-world, exploring, Breath of the Wild kind of game made by MiHoYo, who's also known for, you know, making the Honkai Impact, I think. I haven't read into it too much, but I think that's the case. Yeah, it started out as a mobile game, as far as I know, and it got ported to PC and PlayStation 4 and I think Xbox. I'm not entirely sure about that fact, but yeah. And god damn, is it good? I've sunk a few hours into it already. Like, I don't know, maybe 30, 40, 50 hours into it. I've finished as far... I finished the story up until this point. I think there's some rumors about an update coming soon. As of this recording, I've finished the story mode because I can't find anything else. And now I'm just kind of doing daily commissions and all that stuff. Yeah, for you guys that haven't already seen it or played it, I'll get into those things in a bit. So yeah. I've sunk a lot of hours into this. It's really fun. It is free to play, so please, if you find it interesting in any sense, please check it out, because it's really good, and I think it deserves a lot of the praise it's getting right now, especially since it is free. Now, with the whole free-to-play aspect of the game, there are microtransactions in the game, of course, which is in the form of the gacha, because it's a gacha game as well. And for those people that don't know what gacha is, look it up yourself. I don't want to explain it. So yeah, as you can see, I also have this sweet little background on my monitors, because, you know, I like the game. But yeah, so this is, to give you a, like, brief summary of what the game is, it is basically Breath of the Wild waifu style, or waifu edition, and I like my waifus, so this game is pretty much made for me. So yeah, what you do is you play as this main character who's sitting right there, or fucking there. Pick your monitor, I guess. You play as that character, or you can play as a female version of that character, because there's like two twins. Yeah, this is not going to be like an in-depth review like the Rayman video I did, or the Fragile Dreams video. I just kind of wanted to put something. I know this is like in the middle of the video entirely, and I'm sorry, but this is unscripted. I'm trying to get my points across while coming up with them in my head on the spot. This is not really working too well. You pick between two twins, female or male, and you kind of go about into this world of wonder where you can explore freely. There are story missions, as I mentioned earlier, but you don't have to do them. I mean, if you want to progress in the world, yeah, you kind of have to do them. But yeah, so you pretty much just do the quest. You meet a few characters, lovely characters. The characters I actually kind of like. I don't know why. I just think they're fucking adorable, and some of them are kind of funny, especially Paimon here. You can see she's a fucking treat. Let me just say that. And you can call her emergency food twice in the dialogue options, which I did. You have Paimon, which is your guide, or like the minion, I guess, that follows you and talks for you, pretty much, in the cutscenes. Yeah, but pretty much what you do is you walk around. You can find chests, which give you pretty cool gear sometimes. You enhance your weapons, you refine them, you level them up, you level up your characters, you level up your talent. There's so much stuff going on in this game, and I'm so goddamn impressed. This is a phone game to start off with. Like, what? What? This is a phone game. Look at this. Look at it. It looks so good, man. It looks so good. I just wanna keep it up like chef's kiss. Weird tangent there, but yeah. So the game is a lot of fun. That's all I've been saying. But you just download the game. It's fun. It's open world. Do whatever. Cut to the next section. So yeah, like the game is a gacha game. You get this currency called well, there's a bunch of currencies in the game, like different types. But the main ones you kind of want to focus on, which I just want to say, you can get these currencies without paying anything. It just takes a little bit of time, but you can do it. So honestly, you don't even have to buy anything in the game if you don't want to. It's pretty much optional. You're gonna reach a point where there's just a big fucking wall where it's gonna take hours before you can do the pulse of the characters and weapons in the wishes. But I don't really see that as that big of a problem. Personally, I don't find that a big problem because I mean, I'd rather that than than pretty much forcing you to pay, which you don't have to, of course. Excuse me. Professional. But yeah, there are these wishes you can make, which gives you a chance of getting a new character, which you kind of want, because there are some elements of the game where you kind of have to have different characters, and a lot of characters who has different abilities and use different elements, because there's like fire, ice, water, air, electricity. Am I missing something? Earth. I don't know if I said that, but yeah, there's a few elements that are crucial to progressing in the game and getting the most out of it. So getting new characters is pretty much the main thing you want to do and spend everything you get. So yeah, let me get into the currencies because I kind of like just touched upon it. So there are a bunch of currencies. There's Primal Gem. Well, there's Mora, which is just gold that you can like buy a few things, and that's the gold is mainly used to like level up your character and your weapons and the artifacts you get. That's pretty much it. And then there's Primal Gems, which are important because they are used to pull characters and weapons from wishes. Well, it's an alternative way to do it, at least. But in order to actually pull from the wishes, you have to have these fates. Like, there are quaint fates and intertwined fates. Like, two different ones for, like, different kind of packages you can wish for. But they are... You get them very... You don't get them very often. You can get them from story missions, I think, and some other missions sprinkled out here and there. But once you've already done them, you can't really get them again. So that's where the Primal Gems come in, because you use that as a like how do I explain this? You can actually buy fates for Primal Gems. So that's where that comes in. It's like 160 Primal Gems for one fate. So you need to gather a lot, because you only get like from some chests you get, you find in the world, you get like 2 Primal Gems. For commissions, you can max get 60, I think, 60, 70 from it. You know, when you've completed your daily commissions. And yeah, you can only do that once a day, so 60. And then there's some chests that may give you 5. There's missions that give you 10. Like you don't get more than, you usually don't get more than, like, you can get max 100 from the Spiral Abyss once you reach that high of a level. But yeah, it takes a few hours to grind these Primal Gems. So you really do not spend them on anything other than the wishes, okay? Because that's gonna bite you in the ass later. It did for me. But yeah, please put them in. Please put them in the wishes and not anything else. Otherwise, you're gonna have a bad time, like me. But yeah, that's basically the gist of it. You want more characters, you gotta get the Primal Gems. That's basically the main, like, gameplay loop of the whole thing. You do missions, you do, like, these ley line deposits. There's so much fucking shit in the game that I can't... It is a phone game. It's a free-to-play phone game. It's a gacha game. So, obviously, there are limits to how much stuff you can do a day. So, and that the cap for that is called resin, or original resin, or whatever the fuck they're calling it in this game. It's basically your energy. So you spend energy, like if you want to do a domain to grind materials for your character level ups, or weapon level ups, or artifact level ups, whatever. If you want to do domains for that, it's gonna cost you resin, like 20 resin. To actually, you know, you can do the domain, but in order to actually get the loot from it, you have to spend original resin. Once you're done with the domain and you walk up to this fucking tree right here, I don't fucking know. So yeah, you have to spend the original resin for that, and you have like 150 max for one day. So if you want to get that, you have to spend the original resin. If you want to do these ley line deposits and get the loot from that, you have to, once again, you have to spend original resin, which costs like 20. If you want to do the bosses around the world, it's going to cost you original resin. Like everything that gives you anything, except for quests, revolves around original resin. And once you've done all the quests in the world, once you can't find any more quests, you are stuck to doing these, like open world quest things that you can do, like the original, deposit, the deposits, the domains, the bosses, like everything. It's gonna cost you original resin, and you're gonna run out, obviously. But there is a small thing to help you out with this, and that is the quests. Some of the quests in the world gives you what's called like a fragile resin or something. It's like a moon that you use in order to get I think it gives you 60 more resin upon use. So yeah, you sometimes you can get those, and you know, if you save some up, you can use them. If you feel like, oh dude, I just need like 3 more items, but I don't have any more resin, you can use those as a savior for the day or something. I don't know. That's what I do, at least. So yeah, you can do that. But everything revolves around resin, and that's like the whole free-to-play phone game coming into play. Oh fuck. All right, sorry. The monitor's turned off, and I did not record audio, and this is like the 5th take of this and this part of the video. Oh god, video making is hard. Yeah, so we were talking about resin. So from that, let's move on to the players, or Jesus, see, I'm tired. Let's move on to the characters. All right, and the level up system of the different things in the game. So let's start off with the characters. So you level up your characters differently from each other. So like one character's gonna have like one level, and the other's gonna have another. So you have to do it separately. And you level up your characters by getting these experience cards that you get from like chests and other stuff in the game, combined with gold. So you have to have both, of course. And the different experience cards has different XP value, with the hero's wit being the highest. So try and gather as many of those as you can, because they give you a lot of XP, and it will make the whole process faster. So do that. And moving on from characters. Oh yeah, they're not... Did I say how you get them? You get them from chests and anything else. Everything else in the world. That's basically it. Moving on from that, we have the artifacts, which you equip to your different characters. There are 5 artifact slots you can have on each character. So how you level up these is that you use other artifacts and combine them to get experience points for the artifact you want, and you just keep doing that. And you can't use the enhancement crystals that you can use on the weapons, but you can use the other artifacts that you have that you don't want. So that's how you do that, and you get them from the same thing as the experience cards. You just do stuff in the world and you get them. Open chests, do the ley line deposits, domains, bosses. You get the idea. And then there's... Oh yeah, the adventure rank. Yeah, that's one, like the most important one, because the adventure rank is gonna lock you out of progression in the story and all that. So if you want to do that, if you want to do the story, you have to level up your adventure rank, which you do once again by just doing things in the world, like quests, domains. You get it. You get the idea. I'm rambling at this point. I should have finished the video like... I don't know how long this video is at this point, but yeah, I should have finished it by now. Anyway, so yeah, that's how you level up the different things. And yeah. Oh yeah, speaking of leveling up, I should probably talk about the ascending aspect of the level up system. So the different characters, they have different phases in their levels. So on phase 1, you can only level up your character to level 20, I think. And then you have to ascend it to phase 2 in order to level up to 40. And you do that by... Or is it 50? No, it's 40. No, it's 40. So you gather these different materials by defeating different monsters in the world. So like hilichurls, pretty much the main thing, main enemy kind of thing, drops these like damaged masks and arrowheads and all that. That's material. That's ascending material. So that's how you ascend your characters to the next phase. And with those materials, you can actually craft, because there's crafting in the game, sort of, where you take, say if you have like a broken arrowhead, like say 20, you have 20 broken arrowheads, you have ascended all the character that needs these, and now you want to send them to the next level, and they need a green tier arrowhead. So you can take these broken arrowheads, you can mix them together, and you will get a green tier arrowhead, and then you use that to ascend your characters, and you can do that for the different tiers. So that's something to keep in mind. You don't have to go around grind for the different tiers from the enemies themselves. You can get the lower tier ones and craft them to make them better, and that'll help you save some time, maybe. I don't know. And yeah, then we have cooking. You can cook. You get some ingredients out in the world, out and about. Apples, mint, ingredients. You get it. It's the wild. You cook, and then you can cook these meals that'll give you like stat boosts for a period of time. It'll heal your characters. You can revive your characters with them. So yeah, keep that in mind, please. You should probably do that every now and then. And lastly, we have the blacksmith. Yes, the blacksmith. The blacksmith, honestly, I think is kind of useless at this point, because all you can really do there is you can forge these enhancement crystals for the weapons, but you you get so many of them when you're just out and about and doing whatever you're doing. So forging them, I never really see myself forging enhancement crystals. So that's kind of meh. And then because the reason why is because you use the same ingredients to forge these crystals as you do with the weapons you can forge as well, which are 4-star weapons, and you kind of want to focus on those if anything. But then again, the 4-star ones, like, okay, so maybe you didn't get like a good weapon pull in your wishes, then that's totally understandable if you want to forge 4-star weapons, because they're good, they're not bad. It's just if you have the luck of getting a 4-star weapon in the wishes, they're usually better. So for my experience, they haven't really the forged 4-star weapons that you can make are not really worth the trouble through getting them. So I rarely use the Blacksmith, to be honest. But yeah, it's there if you don't have that luck, I guess. So yeah, that's pretty much it. But yeah, that's Genshin Impact. I'm not gonna go too in depth into it, like I said. So I hope you enjoyed the video. It's different from what I had in mind for this channel originally, but I think if I can make these kinds of videos every once in a while, in between like the bigger videos, then I guess that's fine, because they are a little bit easier to make. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please check out my Twitch. I do stream there sometimes. It'll be in the description, of course, or maybe up here in the corner. I don't know if I'm doing it right here, but yeah, it'll be up there. The video is shot in 50 FPS, but I managed to lock the project in 24 FPS, so I'm sorry. I'm really sorry about that, so I hope you forgive me. The next one, I've learned my lesson. The next one will be 50 FPS. I would do 60, but the camera can only do 50, so yeah, there you go. But yeah, I've been Spooch, and I thank you so very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.